Oh, hi there, Canberra. I see you've got your lanyards, roundabouts. Being dizzy from going through all the roundabouts, constantly defending Canberra, saying it's not boring, but you actually realise it is boring when the main event for the year is an international flower show called Floriade. Getting some great deals from the Cock on Iron Knob Street, spotting politicians in public and not giving a shit. Going to a wedding at Old Parliament House. A bomb shelter that doubles as a bus stop, or is it the other way around? Flexing at the fact that you're the #1 city in the world at Wordle. Whoop-de-doo. A school trip to Questacon. Constantly telling people that Canberra has other things to do rather than just get adult movies and fireworks. A statue of a penis. What do you mean it's not a penis? An owl? Always being annoyingly freezing. It's not freezing enough to have snow though, which is kind of like the fun kind of cold. Cancelled Qantas flight. A hail warning. A trip down to Beto to escape the people who live in your suburb, but when you get there, everyone's there from your suburb. 4 out of 5 people is a public servant, and the remaining person is a cyclist in Lycra. Bike lanes on every single road except where cyclists actually want to cycle. An electric scooter. Getting used to the fact that when you tell someone who's from overseas you're from Canberra, they say, "Where's that?" Getting annoyed when the news says Canberra made this decision and Canberra did that, but it's actually the politicians who live in Canberra. Actually, they don't actually live in Canberra, they fly in and out of Canberra. Driving past a farm or two on your way to work. A walk around the lake in the direction of your choosing. Kathmandu puffer jacket. A large groan if you have to drive more than 20 minutes. Posting a pic to Insta of the view from the top of Mount Taylor. Being annoyed you're stuck in rush hour that only lasts for 10 minutes. A random encounter with a rogue emu. Almost hitting a kangaroo. Hot air ballooning tickets that's always cancelled because of the fog. Lots of hot air because of all the hot air ballooning and the politicians. The inability to drive 100 kilometres an hour by law on a road. Getting loose at the Moose. A hangover for getting loose at the Moose. A trip to Kingsley's Chicken Shop because you're hungover from getting loose at the Moose. Lane 1 form. Signs that say Lane 1 form when the rest of Australia said Form 1 lane. Never surrendering when merging. Sorry, Lane 1 forming. A stupid unwritten rule that the heater doesn't go on until after Anzac Day. This. Being the most vaccinated city in the world. First jab, second, third, fourth. Being from the north and not wanting to go south. Being from the south and not wanting to go north. Bogans. Burnouts. Bogans and burnouts, sorry, summonats. Talking about your APS level. APS 6 telling you about their EL1 secondment. Overpriced rentals. When talking to someone from Queanbeyan, constantly using the joke, "I'll need to see your passport." Never gets old. Referring to the city as Civic. Overpriced parking in Civic. Getting a parking fine in Civic. Fleece-lined activewear, nothing being open in January, realising right now for the first time you've been saying Manuka all these years when it's actually Manuka. Protesters. Being annoyed at protesters, regardless if you think they're right or wrong. Weed, sorry, weed in the garden, and lime milk. Whatever that is. Okay, that's it for you, Canberra. Oh, and that'll be 20% more than anywhere else because you live in Canberra. Okay, bye. Next. All right, shut up, Tasmania. Okay, I'll do you. Hobart.